You've worked so hard today. The day just flew by, didn't it? Now take a moment to pause and let everything go. Tonight, we'll read Judges chapters 1 through 5 together. Listen slowly, comfortably. After the death of Joshua, the Israelites asked the Lord, "Who of us is to go up first to fight against the Canaanites?" The Lord answered, "Judah shall go up, I have given the land into their hands." Then Judah said to his brother Simeon, "Come up with me into the territory allotted to me to fight the Canaanites. I in turn will go with you into yours." So Simeon went with him. When Judah attacked, the Lord gave the Canaanites and Perizzites into their hands, and they struck down 10,000 men at Bezek. They found Adoni-Bezek in Bezek and fought against him, capturing him. Then Adoni-Bezek fled, but they chased him and caught him, and cut off his thumbs and big toes. Adoni-Bezek said, "70 kings with their thumbs and big toes cut off used to pick up scraps under my table. Now God has paid me back for what I did to them." They brought him to Jerusalem, and he died there. The men of Judah attacked Jerusalem also and captured it. They put the city to the sword and set it on fire. After that, the men of Judah went down to fight the Canaanites living in the hill country, the Negev and the western foothills. They advanced against the Canaanites living in Hebron, formerly called Kiriath Arba, and defeated Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai. From there they advanced against the people of Debir, formerly called Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, "I will give my daughter Aksa in marriage to the man who attacks and captures Kiriath Sepher." Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, captured it, so Caleb gave his daughter Aksa to him in marriage. One day when she came to Othniel, she urged him to ask her father for a field. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, "What do you want?" She answered, "Give me a special blessing. Since you have given me land in the Negev, give me also springs of water." So Caleb gave her the upper and lower springs. The descendants of Moses' father-in-law, the Kenite, went up from the city of palms with the people of Judah to live among the people of the desert of Judah in the Negev near Arad. Then Judah went with his brother Simeon and attacked the Canaanites living in Zephath, and they totally destroyed the city. Therefore it was called Hormah. Judah also took Gaza, Ashkelon, and Ekron, each with its territory. The Lord was with Judah, so that he took possession of the hill country. But he was unable to drive the people from the plains because they had chariots fitted with iron. As Moses had promised, Hebron was given to Caleb, who drove from it the 3 sons of Anak. The Benjamites, however, did not drive out the Jebusites, who were living in Jerusalem to this day. The Jebusites lived there with the Benjamites. The tribe of Joseph attacked Bethel, and the Lord was with them. The house of Joseph sent spies to Bethel, formerly called Luz. When the spies saw a man leaving the city, they said to him, "Please show us how to get into the city, and we will show you kindness." So he showed them how to get in, and they put the city to the sword, but spared the man and his whole family. He then went to the land of the Hittites, where he built a city and named it Luz, which is its name to this day. But Manasseh did not drive out the people of Beth-shan or Tanach, or Dor, or Ibleam, or Megiddo and their surrounding settlements, for the Canaanites were determined to live in that land. When Israel became strong, they pressed the Canaanites into forced labor but never drove them out completely. Nor did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites living in Gezer, but the Canaanites continued to live there among them. Neither did Zebulun drive out the Canaanites living in Kitron or Nahalol, but the Canaanites lived among them, becoming subject to forced labor. Nor did Asher drive out those living in Akko or Sidon or Ahlab or Akzib or Helba or Aphik or Rehob. The Asherites lived among the Canaanite inhabitants of the land because they did not drive them out. Nor did Naphtali drive out those living in Beth Shemesh or Beth Anath, but the Naphtalites lived among the Canaanite inhabitants of the land. And the people of Beth Shemesh and Beth Anath became forced laborers for them. The Danites were confined to the hill country by the Amorites, who would not allow them to come down to the plain. And the Amorites were determined to live in Mount Heres, Ajalon, and Shalbim. But the power of the house of Joseph increased, and they were pressed into forced labor. The boundary of the Amorites was from Scorpion Pass to Selah and beyond. The angel of the Lord went up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I brought you up out of Egypt and led you into the land I swore to give to your ancestors. I said, I will never break my covenant with you, and you shall not make a treaty with the people of this land, but you shall break down their altars. Yet you have disobeyed me. Why have you done this? And I have also said, I will not drive them out before you. They will become thorns in your sides, and their gods will be a snare to you. When the angel of the Lord had spoken these things to all the Israelites, the people wept aloud. So they called that place Bochim, and there they offered sacrifices to the Lord. After Joshua had dismissed the Israelites, they all went to their own inheritance to take possession of the land. The people served the Lord throughout the lifetime of Joshua and of the elders who outlived him, and who had seen all the great things the Lord had done for Israel. Joshua son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died at the age of 110, and they buried him in the land of his inheritance, at Timnath Heres in the hill country of Ephraim north of Mount Gosh. After that whole generation had been gathered to their ancestors, another generation grew up who knew neither the Lord nor what he had done for Israel. Then the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord and served the Baals. They forsook the Lord, the God of their ancestors, who had brought them out of Egypt, and followed other gods, the gods of the peoples around them, and bowed down to them. They aroused the Lord's anger. They forsook the Lord and served Baal and the Ashtoreths. In his anger against Israel, the Lord gave them into the hands of raiders who plundered them. He sold them into the hands of their enemies all around, whom they were no longer able to resist. Whenever Israel went out to fight, the hand of the Lord was against them to defeat them, just as he had sworn to them. They were in great distress. Then the Lord raised up judges, who saved them out of the hands of these raiders. Yet they would not listen to their judges, but prostituted themselves to other gods and worshipped them. They quickly turned from the ways of their ancestors, who had been obedient to the Lord's commands. Whenever the Lord raised up a judge for them, he was with the judge and saved them out of the hands of their enemies. As long as the judge lived, for the Lord relented because of their groaning under those who oppressed and afflicted them. But when the judge died, The people reverted to ways even more corrupt than those of their ancestors, following other gods and serving and worshiping them. They refused to give up their evil practices and stubborn ways. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and said, "Because this nation has violated the covenant I made with their ancestors and has not listened to me, I will no longer drive out before them any of the nations Joshua left when he died. I will use these nations to test Israel and see whether they will keep the way of the Lord and walk in it as their ancestors did." The Lord had left those nations, he had not driven them out at once or given them into the hands of Joshua. These are the nations the Lord left to test all those Israelites who had not experienced any of the wars in Canaan. He did this only to teach warfare to the descendants of the Israelites who had not had previous battle experience. The 5 rulers of the Philistines, all the Canaanites, the Sidonians, and the Hivites living in the Lebanon mountains from Mount Baal Hermon to Labo Hamath. They were left to test the Israelites to see whether they would obey the Lord's commands, which he had given their ancestors through Moses. The Israelites lived among the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. They took their daughters in marriage and gave their own daughters to their sons and served their gods. The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God and served the Baals and the Asherahs. The anger of the Lord burned against Israel so that he sold them into the hands of Cushan-Rishathaim, king of Aram-Naharaim. And the Israelites served Cushan-Rishathaim 8 years. But when they cried out to the Lord, he raised up for them a deliverer, Othniel son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, who saved them. The Spirit of the Lord came on him, so that he became Israel's judge and went to war. The Lord gave Cushan-Rishathaim, king of Aram, into the hands of Othniel, who overthrew him. So the land had peace for 40 years, until Othniel son of Kenaz died. Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. And because of this evil, the Lord gave Eglon, king of Moab, power over Israel, getting the Ammonites and Amalekites to join him. Eglon came and attacked Israel, and they took possession of the city of palms. The Israelites served Eglon, king of Moab, 18 years. Again, the Israelites cried out to the Lord, and he gave them a deliverer, Ehud son of Gera, the Benjamite, a left-handed man. The Israelites sent him with tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. Now Ehud had made a double-edged sword about a cubit long, which he strapped to his right thigh under his clothing. He presented the tribute to Eglon, king of Moab, who was a very fat man. After Ehud had presented the tribute, he sent on their way those who had carried it. But Ehud himself turned back at the idols near Gilgal and said, "I have a secret message for you, your majesty." The king said, "Quiet," and all his attendants left his presence. Ehud went to him, and the king was sitting alone in the cool upper room of his palace. Ehud said, "I have a message from God for you." As the king rose from his seat, Ehud reached with his left hand, drew the sword from his right thigh, and plunged it into the king's belly. Even the handle sank in after the blade, and Ehud did not pull the sword out, so the fat closed in over it. Then Ehud went out to the porch. He shut the doors of the upper room behind him and locked them. After Ehud had left, the king's attendants came in and found the doors of the upper room locked. They said, He must be relieving himself in the inner room of the palace. They waited to the point of embarrassment. But when he did not open the doors of the upper room, they took a key and opened them. There they saw their Lord fallen to the floor, dead. While they waited, Ehud got away. He passed the idols and escaped to Sarah. When he arrived there, he blew a trumpet in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went down with him from the hills, with him leading them. "Follow me," Ehud ordered, "for the Lord has given Moab, your enemy, into your hands." So they went down after him and seized the fords of the Jordan leading to Moab, allowing no one to cross over. At that time, they struck down about 10,000 Moabites, all vigorous, valiant men, not one escaped. That day Moab was made subject to Israel, and the land had peace for 80 years. After Ehud came Shamgar, son of Anath, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad. He too saved Israel. Again the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord now that Ehud was dead. So the Lord sold them into the hands of Jabin king of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. Sisera, the commander of his army, lived in Harosheth Hagoyim. Because he had 900 iron chariots and had cruelly oppressed the Israelites for 20 years, they cried to the Lord for help. At that time Deborah, a prophet, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel. She used to sit under the palm of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went to her to have their disputes decided. She sent for Barak son of Abinoam from Kadesh in Naphtali and said to him, "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you. Go, take with you 10,000 men of Naphtali and Zebulun and lead them up to Mount Tabor. I will lure Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his troops to the Kishon River and give him into your hands." Barak said to her, "If you go with me, I will go, but if you don't go with me, I won't go." "Certainly I will go with you," said Deborah. "But because of the course you are taking, the honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." So Deborah went with Barak to Kadesh. There Barak summoned Zebulun and Naphtali, and 10,000 men went up under his command. Deborah also went up with him. Now Heber the Kenite had left the other Kenites, the descendants of Hobab, Moses' brother-in-law, and pitched his tent by the oak of Zaanannim near Kadesh. When they told Sisera that Barak son of Abinoam had gone up to Mount Tabor, Sisera summoned all his chariots, 900 of them fitted with iron, and all the men with him, from Harosheth Hagoyim to the Kishon River. Then Deborah said to Barak, "Go. This is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Has not the Lord gone ahead of you?" So Barak went down Mount Tabor with 10,000 men following him. At Barak's advance, the Lord routed Sisera and all his chariots and army by the sword, and Sisera abandoned his chariot and fled on foot. Barak pursued the chariots and army as far as Harosheth Hagoyim, and all Sisera's troops fell by the sword, not a man was left. Sisera, meanwhile, fled on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite, because there was an alliance between Jabin king of Hazor and the clan of Heber the Kenite. Jael went out to meet Sisera and said to him, "Come in, my lord, come in here. Don't be afraid." So he entered her tent, and she put a covering over him. "I'm thirsty," he said. "Please give me some water." She opened a skin of milk, gave him a drink, and then covered him up again. "Stand in the doorway of the tent," he told her. "If anyone comes by and asks you, 'Is anyone here?' say no." But Jael, Heber's wife, picked up a tent peg and a hammer and went quietly to him while he lay fast asleep, exhausted. She drove the peg through his temple into the ground, and he died. Just then, Barak came by in pursuit of Sisera, and Jael went out to meet him. "Come," she said, "I will show you the man you're looking for." So he went in with her, and there lay Sisera dead, with the peg through his temple. On that day, God subdued Jabin, king of Canaan, before the Israelites. And the hand of the Israelites pressed harder and harder on Jabin, king of Canaan, until they destroyed him. On that day, Deborah and Barak, son of Abinoam, sang this song: "When the princes in Israel take the lead, when the people willingly offer themselves, praise the Lord. Hear this, you kings. Listen, you rulers. Yes, I will sing to the Lord. I will sing praise to the Lord, the God of Israel. Lord, when you went out from Seir, when you marched from the land of Edom, the earth shook, the heavens poured, the clouds poured down water. The mountains quaked before the Lord, the one of Sinai, before the Lord, the God of Israel. In the days of Shamgar, son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways where abandoned travelers took to winding paths. Village life in Israel ceased until I, Deborah, arose a mother in Israel. When they chose new gods, war came to the city gates, but not a shield or spear was seen among 40,000 in Israel. My heart is with Israel's princes, with those among the people who willingly offered themselves, praise the Lord. You who ride on white donkeys, sitting on your saddle blankets, and you who walk along the road, consider the voice of the singers at the watering places. They recite the victorious acts of the Lord, the victorious acts of his villagers in Israel. Then the people of the Lord went down to the city gates. Wake up, Deborah. Wake up, break out in song. Arise, Barak. Take your captives, son of Abinoam. Then the survivors came down to the nobles. The people of the Lord came to me with the mighty. Some came from Ephraim, whose roots were in Amalek. Benjamin was with the people who followed you. From Machir commanders came down, from Zebulun, those who wield the marshal's staff. The princes of Issachar were with Deborah, yes. Issachar was with Barak, and they rushed into the valley under his command. In the districts of Reuben there was much searching of heart. Why did you stay among the campfires to hear the whistling for the flocks? In the districts of Reuben there was much searching of heart. Gilead stayed beyond the Jordan. And Dan, why did he linger by the ships? Asher remained on the seashore and stayed in his coves. The people of Zebulun risked their lives unto death, so did Naphtali on the heights of the field. Kings came, they fought. The kings of Canaan fought at Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo, but they carried off no silver, no plunder. From the heavens the stars fought. From their courses they fought against Sisera. The river Kishon swept them away, the ancient river, the river Kishon. March on, my soul, be strong. Then the horse's hooves hammered, galloping, galloping go his mighty steeds. Curse Meroz, said the angel of the Lord. Curse its people bitterly. because they did not come to help the Lord against the mighty. Most blessed of women be Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. Most blessed of tent-dwelling women. He asked for water, and she gave him milk in a bowl fit for nobles. She brought him curdled milk. Her hand reached for the tent peg, her right hand for the workman's hammer. She struck Sisera, she crushed his head, she shattered and pierced his temple. At her feet he sank, he fell there he lay. At her feet he sank, he fell where he sank, there he fell dead. Out of the window peered Sisera's mother. Through the lattice cried out, "Why is his chariot so long in coming? Why is the clatter of his chariots delayed?" Her wisest ladies answer her. Indeed, she keeps answering herself. Are they not finding and dividing the spoils a woman or two for each man? Colorful garments as plunder for Sisera? Colorful garments embroidered, highly embroidered garments for my neck, all this as plunder? So may all your enemies perish, Lord. But may all who love you be like the sun when it rises in its strength. Then the land had peace 40 years. Tonight we read Judges chapters 1 through 5 together. After Joshua passed away, the people served idols, and God raised up judges to save them. From Othniel and Ehud to the brave women Deborah and Jael. Even when we forget God and wander away, He sends us saviors. God's mercy has no end. You've done so well today. Rest peacefully now. Sleep well, sweet dreams.
Promised, yet slowly forgotten, the people walked with trembling hearts. Cities stood tall like fear itself, and courage felt smaller than the walls. They cried out in the night, unsure if hope still heard their names. Yet the Lord remained steady as dawn after endless shadows. He saw their weakness and did not turn away His face. Love stayed longer than their doubt. When strength was gone and voices failed, heaven leaned close to hear their prayer. The Lord raises the weak with His faithful hand. He fights for hearts that can barely stand. Even when we fall, His love does not depart. God has always loved you from the start. Deborah rose with fire and truth upon her tongue. A song of justice filled the silent land. Fear gave way to praise. Barak walked where courage was born from trust. Not by sword alone, but by faith awakened. Victory came through obedience. Stars themselves seemed to fight for hope. The river carried fear away. Love proved stronger than the night. The Lord raises the weak voices tremble and courage feels thin. I hear your whisper calling me again.
Even when I cannot see the way,
you stand beside me in the quiet fear.
Your love is closer than my doubt.
I am not alone.
You fight my battles when I am still. You write my story with patient grace.
Your mercy waves. Even in silence, you love me. Even in weakness, you stay. Your heart does not turn away. When nations rise and hearts fall apart, you remain faithful,
unchanging God.
I trust your name.
Deborah's song still echoes home.
Courage is born where love leads. I will follow.
You never leave, you never fail. Your love is stronger than fear, always near.
Even in silence, you love me. Even when I cannot pray, you hold my broken heart. I lift my eyes and remember true.
Your promises still breathe.
Hope lives again. Forever faithful, forever near.
God, you have always loved me. In a land once promised, yet slowly forgotten, the people walked with trembling hearts. Cities stood tall like fear itself, and courage felt smaller than the walls. They cried out in the night, unsure if hope still heard their names. Yet the Lord remained steady as dawn after endless shadows. He saw their weakness and did not turn away His face. Love stayed longer than their doubt. When strength was gone and voices failed, heaven leaned close to hear their prayer.
God
God has always loved you. When voices tremble and courage feels thin, I hear your whisper calling me again.
Even when I cannot see the way you stand beside me in the quiet fear, your love is
Closer than my doubt,
I am not alone. You fight my battles when I am still. You write my story with patient grace. Your mercy waits. Even in silence you love me. Even in weakness you stay. Your heart does not turn away. When nations rise and hearts fall apart,
you remain faithful, unchanging God.
I trust your name.
Deborah's song still echoes home.
Courage is born where love leads. I will follow. You never leave, you never fail. Your love is stronger than fear. Always near. Even in silence you love me. Even when I cannot pray, you hold my broken heart. I lift my eyes and remember truth. Your promises still breathe. Hope lives again.